Hello everyone, this is Kelly with a tiny bit of this. Have you ever purchased an SVG file just to have it not come out the way you had expected to? Well, recently I have purchased from an Etsy shop 10 images of Sesame Street. And when I uploaded them one by one into my Cricut design space, they didn't come out quite the way they should have. I do not know how to make an SVG file, so I can't really say exactly what the problem is with these particular images, but I'm going to show you how I fixed them. So first I'm going to go to New Project, upload the image if I haven't, but I already have, so I'm just going to find it from my recent uploads and insert the image on my project mat. So if you look at this Cookie Monster, you will notice, you will notice that Cookie Monster has way too many blue pieces. First of all, on the right-hand side, shows you all the different cuts that you will have to do to make this image happen. And as you can see, it has 9 separate different blue pieces. That's not the way this should be cut out. It should all be one. So I'm going to show you how you can make all these blue pieces one. One way you can do that is to group them all together and weld them. But with this particular image, that won't be possible. Because as you can see within the image, you can see this little black line and then a couple of them down here. That means that there is a separation between the two pieces. So if you try to weld them together, you're still going to get that cut line. So I'm going to show you how you can fix that. First, I like to go onto my project layers panel, and I would like to hide all of the pieces. We want to keep everything where it is on the mat. I want to hide all the pieces I'm not working with. That way it keeps all of the colors where they belong on the mat. And by hiding them, you just go over here and you click the little eyeball and it puts a line through it. That means that it's hidden. And you're going to go down to all the images you want to hide. Now what's left is nothing but the blue. So I already know that this piece, these two biggest pieces, which is these two here, need to be closer together so we don't get that black line. So I'm just going to click on the one. Oh, I got to ungroup it. Sorry, ungroup. Click on the smaller one, and we're going to move it up just a little bit. And while it's still highlighted, I'm going to hold down the Command key on my keyboard and hit the top bigger part, and that connects the two together. And the one way you know that is if you look over here on your layers panel, you will see that the two biggest blue pieces are darkened. That means that they are now together, and now you need to weld them, and that will be down here at the bottom. Once you've welded them, you can look to make sure that there are no black lines. And oh, no, that's on my screen. There's a little black mark. Okay. Now we also want to take those little tiny pieces that we know don't mean anything. I want to keep this one, and I want to keep this one because I'm going to weld them into the bigger piece. But all the other blue pieces we can get rid of. So let's go over to the layers panel and click on one. And we want to delete. 2, delete, 3, delete, 4, delete, 5, delete. Now to leave just these two. So I'm going to go down here. And in order to figure out exactly what size, because if you move these up and move them up, they're not really going to be that much of a difference from what the biggest image is anyway. So we're going to bring back our back layer. We're going to unclick the eyeball. And then we're going to see how big we want these little blue pieces to be. So I'm going to click on the blue piece, unlock it, stretch them out some, not quite the shape that I want them to be, so I'm going to turn it a little bit. Bring it back up. And that looks pretty good to me. Maybe let's move it over just a bit more. And click that and the bigger piece, and we're going to weld them and see what that looks like. Okay, looks pretty good. Now with this little tiny piece, I can't seem to grab him from this way, so I'm going to go over to here and click him open. I clicked on him, so he's grayed. Unlock him, make him bigger, then I'm going to move him up into this space and weld that to the bigger piece by clicking on both of them and weld. Perfect. Now you look on your layers panel, you will see only one blue layer. Now we're going to bring back in all of our layers. First, let's bring back in our white of the eyes. Okay. Then we're going to bring back the mouth. Now, it doesn't look like he's here, but he is. He's hiding behind the blue, and that's only because we played around with the blue, so now the blue is on top. That's the last layer we played with. So while I have that mouth clicked open, or clicked on over here, I'm going to go up to Arrange and bring him forward. Now he's where he belongs. I'm going to go back over to the panel and see what else I need. I need the little black eyes. There you go. Now we can select all, group them back together so that way we can size him any way you want. If you leave him locked, he stays proportioned. You can move them this way, or you can go into here and change the height or the width, and it will automatically change the other one to what it should be proportioned. Or you can unlock it and make it whatever size you want. Don't forget to save your project. Okay. And then you're ready to cut. So whether you want to cut this on cardstock or you want to do vinyl to put it on the wall, or do window cling on the window, or make on a piece of wood or something like that, or if you want to cut it out on vinyl, iron on vinyl, you can do that. And that's what I plan on doing with these for my granddaughter. I'm going to make shirts for her. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, share this video, and if there's something that you would like me to help you with in a tutorial, please make a comment below, and I will be happy to make a tutorial for you. Or if it's something I don't know how to do, we can learn together. Thank you very much.